Virtus Whey. Pure whey protein. Incredible flavors.
Oh, hey guys, what's going on? It's MJ's Raw Review, and I'm coming to you from mjfitness.au. Awesome Raw Review for the viewers at home today on an all-new whey protein powder from our new friends at military-inspired Australian supplement brand Virtus Nutrition. It is, of course, Virtus Whey in the house. Let's get straight into it, show you guys exactly what's in it, tell you exactly what it's gonna do. It is a protein powder, so of course we have to go deep into the macros. Luckily, big-ass nutritional information panel appearing on screen so you guys can play along at home. Starting from the top, servings, 30 serves per tub, and a serving size is 30 grams, one scoop. So we have 30 times 30, 900 gram tub, 30 grams per serve, and 30 of those 30 grams serves per tub. So many 30s. In terms of the macros, per 30 gram serve, we are looking at, and this is the chocolate flavor because they do vary a little bit between the two flavors, the chocolate mousse and the vanilla shortcake. This is the chocolate flavor panel you guys are seeing on screen at the moment. Let's go with the protein because we're at 20.1 grams of protein, which is 66.9% protein by weight. We then have 2.1 grams of fat per serve, of which 1.3 grams is saturated, so 6.9% total fat by weight. We then have 3.4 grams of carbohydrates, of which 2.1 is sugar per serve, so 11.3% carbohydrates. So we've got a little bit of sodium in there and a little bit of potassium as part of the flavor system. In terms of where the protein is coming from, you guys can probably tell from the macros because it's not a super high amount of protein and a super low amount of carbs and fats. It is a whey protein blend. And if we just take a deep dive over the naturally occurring amino acids on that panel and go into the ingredients, we can see that the protein blend is made up of primarily whey protein concentrate blended with whey protein isolate. So it's a WPC, WPI blend, and you can tell from the macros, in particular the carbohydrate content, that it is primarily WPC, which is good news because WPC is, of course, the most pure version of whey protein and yields the most biologically available amino acid spectrum, which is a big part of that nutritional panel on screen at the moment. There are some other bits and pieces in there as well. We have some cocoa powder and some flavors in the chocolate as well. Obviously no cocoa powder in the vanilla, but we still do have flavors. We have some thickeners in there, some guar gum and some xanthan gum. You'll see how those play out in Sludge in a second. We've got some sweeteners, sucralose and ACE-K, acesulfame, potassium in there. We've got a flavor enhancer in the chocolate, which is just salt, sodium chloride, which is where the sodium's coming from in the nutritional panel. And then we have some anti-caking agents, some silicon dioxide, and that's what's in it. It is a very pure, blended whey protein, no digestive enzymes, no added EFAs or carnitines or all sorts of shit that just has no business being in a whey protein blend, guys. If we're paying for a whey protein blend, we want a whey protein blend. We don't want any other fancy bullshit in there. This is exactly what we want. I'm a big fan of it. You guys know how much I appreciate pure whey proteins that just have whey protein in them with some flavors, some thickness, some texturizers, some bits and pieces, but that's it. I want my whey protein. You want your whey protein. Virtus is delivering whey protein. In terms of how it tastes and how it mixes, guys, it comes in two flavors. Comes in chocolate mousse. Comes in the tub I've got right here, and also the tub that I'm about to do the infamous taste and mixability test with, the vanilla shortcake. We are all set up and ready to go. I have my MJ shaker and I'm gonna follow the instructions down to a T. So this is my personal tub of the vanilla shortcake. For best results, that's what we're after. Mix 30 grams of protein powder, which is 1 scoop of whey protein, into 250 mils of water. So we have 250 mil of water. I have my personal tub of the Virtus Whey right here ready to go. I will let you guys know that I did do a scoop whey test, and a level scoop, which looks something like this, is going to be off by about 10%. So a scoop is supposed to weigh 30 grams. A level scoop weighs about 27. So when you are getting a scoop of Virtus Whey, you want a heap scoop. So that's probably a bit much. You want to effectively, you know what? Let's not go heap scoop. Let's go rounded. That's what you want right there. You want to get yourself a rounded scoop of the Virtus Whey. I'm going to take that rounded scoop, which is going to weigh 30 grams. I'm going to throw it in my MJ shaker with 250 mils of water. Pop the lid on here. I'm going to show you guys how it mixes, and then refresh my memory on how this Virtus Whey vanilla shortcake tastes, man. I had it this morning, actually, pre-workout, and part of my pre-workout protein sludge. I'll show you guys in a second because I have pre-prepared one. But here we go. As you guys can see, it mixes exceptionally well. There is a little bit of frothing in there. Obviously, I've just completely shaken the shit out of it and poured it straight away. So it does froth a little bit, but there are no sinkers, there's no clumps, there's none of that going on. That being said, it is a protein powder, so I would go so far as to say turbo ball is required for this here Virtus Whey. Let me refresh my memory on how the vanilla shortcake flavor tastes. Oh my goodness. I remember the first time we tasted, Virtus actually sent us pre-production run samples of this Virtus Whey here to MJ headquarters to have a little taste of before this product actually went into production, because I wanted to get our thoughts on the flavors compared to other proteins in the market. And I remember we all came around the Knights of the Round Table here at MJ headquarters, and we tried the 2 flavors, the chocolate mousse and the vanilla shortcake. And I remember the response to the vanilla shortcake was like, this is the best vanilla whey protein we have ever tried in the history of vanilla whey proteins. And here, a few months on, it is, oh man. It's hard to put in words how fucking good the vanilla shortcake flavor is in the Virtus Whey. Don't get it twisted. The chocolate is very good as well. And the chocolate mousse, it's a real mousse flavor. It has a moussey type, I don't even know how they've done it, but there is a moussey type flavor to, it's not a texture when you're drinking it, but a moussey type flavor to it, which is really quite unique and really quite delicious. But let me tell you guys, this vanilla shortcake flavor, I personally think is the best vanilla whey protein flavor I've ever tried, which is a big call because I've tried a lot of them. It is just the right amount of vanilla, the right amount of sweetness. It's got the cakey, the shortcake cakey taste to it. It is just an absolute knockout vanilla flavor. Both flavors are exceptional. Virtus have done a really, really good job. The taste really across both of them is just unbelievable. The texture when mixed 1 scoop with 250 mils of water is also very good. It's almost like you've mixed it with milk. You kind of expect it with primarily a whey protein concentrate, but the texture is really, really nice. And then in terms of the versatility, here is something I prepared earlier, a little bit of sludge, because it does sludge exceptionally well. I want you guys to check this out. So a little bit of water. So this is 1 scoop. So this is about 30 grams with about 30 mils of water. And you guys can see that, like, it is like just a really nice, like thick custard. Look at that. It is like a thick custard. Oh, shit. It's like a slime. It's like a whey protein slime. Just sludges incredibly well. Oh, shit. And the flavor in the sludge. And it's actually, I need to emphasize this because a lot of the time, whey proteins that taste really good as a shake don't sludge very well. The flavor's either too sweet or it's too intense or it's too pronounced, or sometimes it's just not there as a sludge. Virtus Whey is exceptional as a shake when you're drinking it, and then the flavors also come to life in sludge form as well. It's like it's incredible how they've done it. It is both exceptional as a shake and exceptional as a sludge. Incredibly versatile. Also makes incredible high protein oats. Also makes incredible high protein creamy rice if you add it to oats or if you add it to creamy rice. And then you can take this sludge or your protes and you can cook it as well. And it makes incredible protein pancakes. You can make high protein muffins with it. You can make high protein brownies with it. The fact that it is primarily whey protein concentrate, it has those naturally occurring fats in there and the naturally occurring carbohydrates in there. It's a really incredibly versatile whey protein. You can pretty much do anything you want to do with it, and it's going to taste amazing, and it's really going to perform very, very well, right from a shake right up into cooking it and however you want to cook it. In terms of the effects, it's a whey protein, guys, so it's going to help increase your protein intake. That's why you're taking a whey protein. In terms of this particular protein blend, and the fact that it is primarily whey protein concentrate means that it is the most pure type of whey protein. It is the most complete type of whey protein. It is the most biologically available type of whey protein. And you'll notice on the label as well, you do have full disclosure of the naturally occurring full spectrum amino acids, right from aspartic acid all the way down to tryptophan, and you can see exactly how much of each of those amino acids naturally occur. They're not added, it's not amino spiked, it's not free-form added aminos, it's the naturally occurring aminos in the whey protein concentrate, whey protein isolate blend. So it's gonna get you those aminos, it's gonna help boost your daily protein intake. And if you are exercising correctly, obviously it's gonna help increase muscle recovery and ideally help you make some gains. That's what protein's gonna do for you. In terms of side effects, whey protein concentrate, it does contain lactose, there's no doubt about it. Even if we go back to the panel, the naturally occurring sugars, 2.1 grams per serve in the chocolate flavor, most of that's gonna be lactose. So if you are sensitive to lactose, or lactose intolerant, just be aware of that because it may cause you some gastrointestinal upset. It doesn't to me. I have no problem digesting it. It actually digests very, very easily with no digestive enzymes or anything at all, but it is just something to be cautious of. What does it compare to? I'm gonna stack it up against two of our most popular blended whey proteins at the moment. On one hand, we're going to see how it compares to Rule 1 Whey Blend, our most popular, best-selling whey protein blends. And then I'm going to stack it up against the newcomer, USN Blue Lab Whey. So we're going to put the Australian protein up against an American protein and then up against a South African protein. Let's see how we go. Compared to Rule 1 Whey Blend, Rule 1 Whey Blend is a few cents cheaper per serve in the small tubs, and then it also comes in bigger tubs and the super big bags, which are once again even better value for money. So Rule 1 Whey Blend is better value for money across the board. The macros are very similar across Virtus Whey and Rule 1 Whey. Very similar in fat. Rule 1 Whey has more carbs and calories per serve, but it also has more protein per serve. And from a protein blend perspective, Rule 1 Whey is whey protein concentrate, whey protein isolate, and whey protein hydrolysate. So there is the pre-digested whey protein in there as well in the hydrolysate format. The texture across both of them is comparable. I think the texture as a shake in Virtus Whey is slightly more milky and a little bit nicer than Rule 1 Whey Blend. The versatility is comparable across the two products as well. I just think the Virtus Whey flavors in a sludge and when you cook them just translate better than Rule One Whey blend. So I actually think Virtus Whey is probably a little bit more versatile when it comes to what you can do with it and how those flavors kind of play out. Rule One Whey, however, has many more flavors. At the moment in the Australian marketplace, they've just added another 2 in the last week. So they're up to 15 flavors compared to the Virtus Whey just in the chocolate mousse and the vanilla shortcake. That being said, both flavors across everything are delicious. It's very difficult to get a Rule One Whey flavor that's not delicious. And Virtus Whey across both chocolate and vanilla are incredible. If you were to take the Rule One Whey Choc Fudge and stack it up against the Virtus Whey Choc Mousse, very, very similar. If you were to take Rule One Whey Vanilla Ice Cream and stack it up against Virtus Whey Vanilla Shortcake, Virtus Whey Vanilla Shortcake is in a league of its own. It smashes the Rule One Whey base vanilla flavor. All right, let's flip the script. Let's go to South Africa and see how the Virtus Whey compares to the USN Blue Lab Whey. Blue Lab Whey is more expensive in the smaller tubs. Same price, but less serves. Slightly cheaper in the larger tubs per serve. So the value for money is about the same, depending on if you're going a small tub or a big tub. Blue Lab Whey macros are slightly better across the board. So less fat, less carbs, more protein. And I think this is because Blue Lab Whey is primarily whey protein isolate, then concentrate, then hydrolysate. So it does have the pre-digested whey in there as well, but it's primarily a whey protein isolate, whereas Virtus Whey is primarily a whey protein concentrate. So the Blue Lab Whey macros are slightly better across the board. The texture across both is comparable, although once again, I think Virtus Whey is slightly nicer as a shake than Blue Lab Whey when it comes to texture and mouthfeel and milkiness. Versatility across both is comparable. Almost identical as a matter of fact, and the flavors translate both across Blue Lab Whey in a shake and sludge and pancakes and brownies as they do in Virtus Whey. Both products are very, very versatile, and the flavors just are very, very consistent across the board, no matter how you want to use the protein. Blue Lab Whey does contain digestive enzymes, which Virtus Whey does not, which for some of you is a benefit. For some of you, perhaps you don't like digestive enzymes in your whey protein, so it's not a benefit. It's just something to be aware of. Blue Lab Whey in the Australian marketplace has 5 more flavors. So there's 7 flavors of Blue Lab Whey compared to the 2 in the Virtus Whey. That being said, if you take the 2 chocolates, if you take USM Blue Lab Whey in chocolate and stack it up against Virtus Whey in chocolate mousse, I think Virtus Whey Chocolate Mousse edges it out. And if you take Blue Lab Whey Vanilla and stack it up against Virtus Whey Vanilla Shortcake, you know Virtus Whey Vanilla Shortcake is in an absolute league of its own. Who is the Virtus Whey best for? Guys, anyone who's looking to increase their daily protein intake. It really doesn't matter whether you're male, female, how old you are, at what part of your fitness journey you're in, how long you've been on your fitness journey, what your goals are. If you're looking to increase your daily protein intake and you want to do it for very good value for money in a delicious, convenient format, Virtus Whey should be right at the top of your supplement shopping list. Last but not least, price and value for money. We're looking at $79.95 for the 30 serve tub. So it comes out at $2.67 per serve. Doesn't matter how you cut it. In the protein market at this point in time, it's very, very good value for money for a delicious, versatile, pure, highly biologically available whey protein. Guys, if you're in the market for a new whey protein, you gotta try the vanilla. You gotta take a closer look at this Virtus Whey, and you gotta try that vanilla shortcake. Guys, hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to the MJ Fitness YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn your post notifications on your mobile, your cell phone, your desktop PC, smart TV, and whatever other device you are watching this video on so you don't miss a beat when it comes to all these new raw reviews and everything else we've got happening here on the channel, guys. That is MJ's Raw review on the all-new Virtus Whey. And I'm coming to you from mjfitness.au. Live fit.